He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor. Ah, I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live! You are not worthy.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are! Go, now! Guzetsu, see to Yugiri!
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signalled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself. Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty, now, or die with the rest of them.
Aye, this is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are. Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphano.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him. Hey! How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the fate of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law, for now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothar heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Kien, yes? I know where he may be.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head, which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? Yugiri! Gosetsu! And,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation, to oppose the Empire as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. Yugiri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing them all in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart, I shall keep him safe, and should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world. Tamarun Hatun, Sirina, I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us?
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The mole hearkened to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardum, as a warrior of the Mall. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the mole is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
I thank you for your concern, Sirina. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
"'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hatun of the Mall, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum. Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory, others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end. Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark, for you are a traveler, are you not?
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much. Hien and his friend, too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Ha! Ha! Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours. I know I should have fled with the others after Father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
You are none the worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
A life so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret, would I have traded it for our people's amnesty, had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward. Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before. Ah, the mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
There will be opportunity enough for putting on airs after you have returned in triumph to Doma. Now is the time to show our true character.
Yes, 'tis a name my parents gave me as a child, but I should like to think I have long since outgrown it. But as you seem determined to bring it back into use, I believe a match is in order. If I win, you will be honor-bound to divulge one of your darkest secrets.
You! Yea, you who have walked Bardam's metal. Newborn warriors of the steppe. Our Khan demands an audience. You will come.
I remember those clothes. He's Oronir, isn't he? What should we do?
Ordinarily, I would politely decline, but this may be an opportunity to assess their strength. And we do have some time before the Nada begins. If it all goes to plan, they will be fighting for us soon enough. What say you? Shall we go and greet our comrades-to-be?
Whatever happens, we shouldn't keep Cyrena and the others waiting. Let's be ready to make a swift exit, all right?
We accept Johan's generous invitation. Lead the way.
Well, if there is a way out, I can't see it. Shame we didn't learn much before they locked us up.
'Tis little wonder the Oronir won the last Nardum. These people leave naught to chance.
Hien, I've had something on my mind for a while, and now... In Alamigo, where I was born, I found it strange that for all the people who supported the resistance, there were just as many who didn't. But then we came to this part of the world and met with the Confederacy and lots of ordinary domans, and almost every single one of them seemed content to just put up with things, no matter how bad they got. They all had their reasons, of course, and it's not like I don't understand them, but the thought of it made me so angry. After everything they'd been through, everything the Empire had done to them, how could they not rise up? How could they not fight back?
People are pragmatic creatures at heart. They hold on to hope only until they taste true hardship. Then comes fear and regret. Safer not to dream, they conclude at last. For even should a day go by without some new disappointment, the next will only bring more of the same, and so they choose the more sensible option. They learn to abide the indignities and injustices, the pain and the shame, to accept them as normal. Such is the lot of most men. One cannot expect to spur them to action at a moment's notice. But if one who has known their pain can convince them to strive for something greater and rekindle the fire in their hearts, then they will remember what they have lost, and they will rise.
I had someone like that once. I didn't know who I was or who I wanted to be, and he risked his life to show me the way.
Then honor him by doing the same for others with all your might and main. You know, when my homeland fell 25 years past, I was still in my mother's womb. Never have I known a free Doma. But my father did, as did many of my fallen comrades, as do many of my people now. It may be no more than a dream to me, but if I do not chase it, then who will?
The way you carry it all, you're just the same.
As you?
Oh, no, not me. Definitely not me. I meant the warrior of light. Out there, somewhere. Doing what needs to be done. I won't have you put me to shame any longer. I'm going to seize the future I want, with my own two hands.
Left for the vultures. It seems an insult to the man. But the soul lives on, they say. These bodies, no more than empty husks, returning to the earth. Seen through those eyes, I suppose the sight is almost comforting. Pardon me? When first I heard the tales, I could not help but scoff. Another queer tribe, I thought, with still queerer customs. Yet having borne witness to their rites, I cannot deny there is a certain logic to it all. A samurai will die for his lord without hesitation or regret. But this is not because he delights in such sacrifice. It is because he has faith that his death will serve a higher purpose. There is an awakening in that instant, when the heart sings and the blood burns, and his soul finds peace. There is comfort in that. Nay, we dare not permit ourselves that luxury, my friend, tempting though it may be. Not while our loved ones yet remain in chains.
I see you, soil bearers.
The soil has been scattered, and the steppe reborn! Sanctified and unbound, she calls for a new Han! Go forth and claim her, Dothal, and bring death to all who bar your way!
It begins, Grandmother.
I must say, it's been a while. Is everyone ready?
A samurai is always ready! You shall remember this soon enough once I have taken to the field.
So we take on all comers, and then it's off to Doma. I can't wait.
Thank you, my friends. Upon the soil of one and all shall our deeds be inscribed. Grant us favor, O Mother of the Dusk, and to victory guide them all!
The steppe has spoken. Then the Han is.
We have won. The Maul have won. The Dawn Throne is ours.
We did it. And you, my friend, you were magnificent. Magnificent and, not a little terrifying.
What a strange tale this has become. To think I suffered them to live.
On your guard, Utun. The wind warns of men in iron.
I thought I'd find you here, Eorzean! Dearest of all my enemies! Today's the day I finally get to kill you. And then they'll give me a shiny medal and my choice of posting. Bloody perfect it is! Well, go on then! Kill him! Kill 'em all!
Dearest of all his enemies, eh? Congratulations. Hearken to me, honored warriors of the steppe! Our enemies intrude upon this sacred ground! Have you yet the strength to oppose them?
You forget to whom you speak, Doman. We are the Undying Ones. We are Dothal!
If this be the will of the mole and their Khan, so be it. The sun shall abide by the law of the steppe.
Impossible! He was there for the taking! What do I have to do? I need more men, more weapons, more power! Ah!
As if we'd lose to the likes of him. And we're only going to get stronger. Stronger and stronger until we're strong enough to take back everything they stole.
I have kept my promise, Serena. They are yours to command.
Oh, yes. Of course. Brothers and sisters of the steppe, the Nardum is ended, and we Mol now claim the Dawn throne. No demands shall we make of you, save these. Heed our comrades' words, and honor the law of the steppe.
Before I fought for the Mol, I fought for my homeland, for Doma.
To Doma, would you have us go to fight your war and win your freedom? Very well. The battlefield matters not, nor else the enemy. In battle do our souls burn bright. And better the mole's law than that of the sun. Arrogant and foolhardy were their pronouncements. Already you and yours show better sense.
The sun shall answer your call, Doman. Wild as the wind the Otun and her brood may be, but they will deliver you naught. We will deliver you your kingdom.
Weak and few as we are, the Mol will fight for Doma too, if you will have us.
Well then, I believe naught remains but to return to Doma at the head of a Zayla army, my lord. I cannot wait to see the look on Yugiri's face.
Nor I. We shall depart as soon as our forces are assembled and rejoin our comrades. And then, my friends, we shall bring freedom to the people of Doma!